SHS reopening. CHASS slams GES for interdicting head teachers via social media. Let me just quickly read as a bit of that story. It's on citinewsroom.com. The Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools, CHASS, has strongly criticized the Ghana Education Service over how some head teachers of senior high schools have been asked to step aside for charging unapproved fees from fresh students. According to CHASS, the 7 head teachers in the Ashanti region in particular, as of Monday morning, had not received letters asking them to step aside as they saw the letters circulating on social media. Let me just delve right into it. Elvis, you know the story. This is situations be happening. What do you make of where we find ourselves?
No, but I think if that's what happened is wrong. At least if you are an issue concerns somebody, at least let the person have a copy of it first. Serve the person before it gets into public. I don't know how. That's the Ashanti region, and in these days of this age of technology, I think that it's not about sending somebody with transportation. It's just about emailing the thing or what's happening the thing to the people. So if they really didn't get it yet, the public has it, they saw on social media. Please, some of these things, we should manage it well. The person may be accused of wrongdoing. But you see, the way you go about it could also create another problem. Do you know somebody can just hear that news if he has pressure, and the pressure, the person can die?
It's a very traumatic
because
thing.
That's a traumatic news.
It's a very traumatic thing.
You just put on radio or TV and they say, here is your face. And I saw one network actually put all their faces there. Your name there that you have been interdicted for collecting illegal fees. You understand it? If somebody can die out of shock because probably the person is clear in his or her mind that maybe what I'm doing, there's nothing wrong with it. So for me to be put in the public domain, even without my knowledge, I've not even received the letter. I think that we should be mindful of some of this because it can really cause people problems. So I think that if that is what actually happened, then the GES ought to apologize to those people before they conclude their investigation, at least for the fact that the people have not received the letters as at yesterday, then that is bad. Because I think that we should take people's health conditions, emotional trauma conditions, let us take them to consideration.
Larry.
So you see the special, the free SHS is a special project. Do you understand?
Is it a special project?
It is a special project. It's like presidential special initiative, and that which happened under President Kufuor. And so anything that it's like trying to derail that, my friend, you are in trouble. Do you get it? So everything will have to conform to the dictates of the government. The government says that, listen, don't charge. So it is such that even if, let's say, a 10-year-old or my 10-year-old boy comes to tell you, it comes to complain to the government that, oh, you know something, they collected 1 Ghana cedis from you. You'll be indicted.
But I find it
you'll be interdicted.
But I find it interesting that they've earmarked or shortlisted some 10, 11 people, but
it's just white.
For what we hear, the unapproved fees is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
So what is this? It feels like scapegoating.
Yes, it's everywhere.
It's not they didn't scapegoat them. It is people who reported. So if I went to a school and I paid the money but I didn't report to GES, they won't take any action. So these ones are based on reports that have come. Some parents or people have filed to the institute.
But you see,
so it's not that they were scapegoated.
Elvis, there's a strategy behind having BNI. I mean the former BNI. Today's Bureau of what?
NIB.
Larry, you are the one talking about it. The people we sent to Galamsey, they all became Galamseyers. Passport office. The BNI people and police people have sent there to go and stop corruption. Then now they're collecting people's passport and charging them and doing passports for them. So if you are talking about these people in Ghana today, don't even mention that. No, so we see them in places they are supposed to go and they become school placement. We were told that BNI people are supposed to police the system. Even this year, I haven't heard people say they were paying 15,000 to get in-class schools. No,
this is crazy.
There's a prominent school in Accra.
Seriously?
Okay, that I'm told charges 17,500 Ghana cedis. A prominent school in Accra.
Yeah, I know a couple.
You know a couple?
Yeah.
Some are collecting, even my own Bishop Herman.
For just placement?
Yeah, has been reported to be collecting almost 2,000 Ghana cedis.
That's for placement?
Oforipenny has been mentioned. Okay. Achimota has been mentioned. I don't know about Presec,
so
but Presec, what they have done is that then the kids are having to...
So you see, I find one thing problematic about the way we function in this country. It's supposed to be a computer placement system. That was the original plan. But it seems that we found a way to reset the settings to a place where...
No, they haven't. No, they haven't. Do you know what they have done?
What?
So the minister goes to Parliament and talks about how 81% of the were successful in the placement thing. Do you understand? Listen, percentages can be twisted at any time.
Well, I don't even know what that means.
We don't even know what that means.
No,
so I haven't.
81% of the total student population qualified to go to SHS. 81% have been successful.
Who is speaking to that?
Who is speaking to that? Was this
no, that's what the computer system has placed.
Okay.
So
have you seen the computer system?
No, the figures they brought the total number of students, and those that the computer
you are taking it on the minister's words.
No, what I'm saying is we know the total number of students.
That's what he says is correct.
The total number of students is not correct because of what we are going
those that have been placed in one school or the other was 477,000.
Okay.
And there were a little over 100,000 that were not placed in any school at all. So they said they should do self-placement. That is what the 81% is talking about. That is what the 81% represent. The total qualified people, those that have been assigned one school or the other is 81%, which is 477,000.
According to the minister.
That's what the system has placed. What you are saying is that, see, people are placed in schools and they say, I don't like it. And you see, because 81% has been placed, means that there is vacancy of 19%.
Yeah.
And some of these vacancies, to shock you that some of these are still in these premium schools, category A and co schools. So it opens the door. And see, the schools do have an allocation under the placement.
Elvis, please, listen to me. See, when we were going to school, how many schools were we to select from? 3 schools.
Yeah, that's only 3.
Okay. Yes. And so you go to, and then when the results come, you were sure that if your first school didn't pick you, your second would have picked you, or your third.
Yes.
There are instances where all the 3 schools picked, and you decide which one.
Your grade
because your grade was good. Yeah. Which one you decide. Today, what we have is having about 13 or 14 schools that you would have, listed as schools that were to, you would like to go to.
That doesn't make any sense.
Do you understand? Yet
nobody does that anywhere in the world.
Do you and then also see, there's placement comes, and then your name is not in any of those schools.
Of the 14.
Exactly. do you understand? So now you are having to go around looking for who you can bribe.
That's the 100,000 students you're talking about.
To put you in. Who you can talk to or who you can beg. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Who is generating that? Or who you can pay? Do you get what we are dealing with? And then I completed Bishop Herman in 99. I don't know when you left school. I don't know what time he left school. But infrastructure since then. I
finished A-levels in 92.
Thank you. 92. You are an old man. You are 50-year-old.
So you see,
but infrastructure since our time, or since your time, has gone up significantly. If for nothing at all, we have community day schools all scattered all over. Yet a system tells me that, listen, school placement has happened, and my ward was unable to get a school to attend, and I'm now having to go and look for money and pay people. What kind of country are we running?
Anyway,
and I'm telling you that, listen,
Mahama says he's coming to deal with corrupt officials.
Listen, we are dealing with a situation where President Akufo-Addo will leave office, and the review that is being talked about, whether President Mahama wins the election or Vice President Bawumia wins the election, the review will happen. And some of these things will be, would have to be addressed, whether we like it or not. Because parents are at the beck and call of these people. Extortionists. An extortionist system has been created. Let's face it.
So fair enough.
So, you see...
Or you don't agree?
The problem, as I said last week, is that everybody wants to go to A or B class schools. But you see, the numbers that apply for those schools are overwhelming. So that's why the computer cannot place you in those schools, because the numbers that want the same schools are so huge. So we should understand that. As I said, the best solution in this country is to make sure that we at least provide a standard level of infrastructure for every school. As I said, you go to my mother's hometown at Tongo in the Southern District, there's a secondary school there,
you mentioned
built by President Mills. It's left something to be told. There's a huge infrastructure. But because it's like a new school, people think that if you go there, you may not pass.
Boarding school.
Boarding school with facilities and everything there. But few students will choose there because, where is that school? It's not a known school. I want to go to school. This thing has been there. I mean, when I went to GES, and we were later on my lecture.
Do you know the meaning of Tongo?
Which
Riverside.
On surface, or you're on top of the water. Okay. My lecturer asked, which school do you? So I went to Ashama Secondary School. The whole class was on the ground laughing.
Wow.
Yes, they said,
that's
Ashama Secondary School.
That's
wow. Yes. They said, I said, if you don't know your school, you went to Temasek. Wow. You are telling me that I went to say, I don't know my school. The lecturer was shocked. My own colleagues in the class were all shocked.
Which of the
that
lecturers?
They said, GIG.
Yeah, which of the lecturers?
Koku Roxy. They never knew that there's a secondary school in Ashama. But this is a secondary school built by Joy Rollins for day community-based school. They only built a lot of those schools. So when I talk education infrastructure, people talk about free SHM, Muhammad, they only built school more than both presidents. He built a lot of community schools across Ghana, and Ashama Secondary School was one of them. But interesting, they didn't even know there was even a secondary school in Ashama. They only know Tema Secondary School. So they say, you went to Tema Secondary School, you don't know the name. I say, me, you are telling me which
the school that you went to.
You understand? So there are a lot of schools across Ghana. People don't even know. And they even think that, that school you can't pass. So we are all chasing the few A and B class.
That will let us pass.
That's the point. So we have to look at it critically. As Larry has said.
Who did the grading?
Look, one of the key problems is that if the general day schools that he has built, if we had done a proper review of the negatives and positives of it, and did a proper analysis of what we need to do to improve education, probably we would have been able to fix a lot of the problems by now. But see, we've done policy education, it should be 4 years, 3 years, it should be free for everybody, it should be free for selected students. We don't really have a nationally agreed education policy in this country. We are left it to the politicians to decide what they want to do with our education. And that is the problem. That's why this problem will continue to haunt us. You see, and the illegal fees, I'm surprised some school is charging students for beds. I don't know why you are charging students for beds.
And they are charging for bola.
Bola. Some of the charges, I think that the heads will be reinstated because, see, they are not charging anything illegal. What they were doing is that you need a white shirt, but you say you went around and you couldn't find, and they say there's some in the school. So buy, and then they say it is illegal or unauthorized. I said no. If you do this investigation, I don't think that those ones people will be found. They have the thing, and if the parent come and says, I've been looking for this, but I couldn't find, but it's part of the prospectus, and they say, oh, somebody is here and has some, so if you need to buy, you can buy, and then they say it is unauthorized collection of fees. I don't understand some of these things, but some of them, like somebody charging for admission fee, somebody charged 2,000 to complete, 200 to complete NHIS card for a student. I'm like,
there's one that says name writing.
Can you believe it? And some of the registration, registration to write your name as registration, they charge you. Those ones clearly they cannot be justified.
The Mama
they cannot be justified.
We are not doing Mama promise. And it's 1 minute.
No.